Hello, my beautiful Gemini. Thank you so much for joining me for your tarot reading for the end of this month of May 2018. So I have already shuffled the cards and I have displayed them in front of me in a Celtic cross, which is the most ancient way of reading the cards. This is gonna be a general reading for Sun, Moon, and Rising Gemini. So take whatever resonates with you. As you know, this is for lots of people, so just some messages will resonate with you, and maybe not all of them, most likely. So let's jump into it, my dear Gemini. Thank you for joining me. So in the middle of this moment, my dear Gemini, I can see that you are facing this I guess timeless lesson about love, one of the biggest conditionments I would say that has been put in our little head as children is that we are incomplete, that we are a half a human, and that we are waiting for our other half to, I don't know, to wait for our lives to begin, kind of thing. So one day, one prince or one princess is gonna come and sweep you off your feet and actually make all of your problems go away and bring you happiness in a platter. Well, actually, as you must know, this is not true. This is a childish dream that has been put in our heads that maybe has its roots in the fusional relationship we had in our mother's womb, sorry. uh, and but no one is supposed to bring us happiness in a platter. Okay, don't wait for someone to come and save you. Okay, you have to be now your own best lover. You have to be your own best girlfriend, boyfriend. Okay, you have to be the one who makes yourself happy. Happiness is a decision that we take every morning. Every morning we can complain about whatever, the traffic, the climate, the system, or we can just be grateful that we are alive and that we have another day to enjoy, correct? So this is meant to empower yourselves, my dear Gemini. Please don't take it wrong. I know it can be a lesson that hurts a little bit, but actually, ultimately, think about it as, again, returning the power where it's supposed to be. You are a complete being. You don't need anyone to complete you. That is great. Those are great news, aren't they? So, now know that the more you can learn to fulfill your own dreams, the more you can make yourself happy, the more you enjoy your own company, the more you respect, honor, and love yourself, the more you're going to be able to respect, honor, and love another. So cultivate as much as you can the relationship with yourself, because the reflection will come with your next partner now. Okay, but the work comes within you, from within you, and it's the relationship with your own self that you have to work on, since all of our experiences in the world are just mirrors of this same and only relationship we have with our own self. So the more we embrace who we are, the more we respect, again, the more we integrate, the more we accept, the more we're gonna see the beauty in the world, since we're not in conflict with it. And the more we do not accept who we are, the more we'll see and leave this world as a suffering place. Okay, my beauties? So there you go. Always in your hands, and there's no bad choices, as you know. And also, my beautiful Gemini, is great because by now you already have mastered your own energies. We can always be destructive with our own energy, and with this I know now that you have understood how to use your energies for your own benefits, to build your own bridges, to do your projects, to hike your mountains. Okay, so continue. You can make tangible realities out of your dreams now. And also you are learning that everything passes in life, everything is ephemeral, so everything is unique, and we have to appreciate it because of this uniqueness in time space, correct? So do know that everything passes, but at the same time, this is a knowledge of how we can live in different dimensions, correct? So there is this dimension where I'm talking to you guys, and we are moving. It's the matter dimension. Everything is transforming all the time. There is entropy happening, correct? And so this is the material world, okay? It has to be moving, and this is where nothing lasts, and everything is bound to time, and everything transforms. Nothing wrong with that, okay? But in another dimension, in another space, we are all seeing this scene not with our physical eyes, okay, but with our awareness eye, maybe I should see, right? Like you can see that you're seeing this video, correct? You can see yourself from outside. This is like catching up with the perspective of your higher self. It's always a good exercise to do whenever you are feeling very frustrated, aggravated, angry, sad. You can always come to this other perspective of looking at yourself from outside, and normally it will calm you down instantly. And this is putting yourself in the perspective again of a wiser, more loving, compassionate self that you are, okay? So know how you are existing in both dimensions, in the one that is moving, acting, living, working, etc. But you're also the one who is looking at all these phenomena happen in the field of your awareness, okay? And by having this shift of focus, you can be here completely and entirely absorbed by whatever is in front of you, and take into progress whatever work you're doing step by step. But also you can see how precious everything is, and how you are looking at it from a timeless place where nothing changes, where peace is not limited by anything. It's your birthright, okay? So do connect to this. You are connecting with your spiritual self. Congratulations, Gemini. Also, be aware that you can be a little bit defensive on this end of May, my dear Gemini. This is another strategy that we adopt whenever we feel we have been hurt in the past. And so we think that by putting an armor, we're going to be able to, to be spared some wounds. But actually it's the opposite that happens, okay? So do think of wounds, of emotional wounds, as physical wounds, okay? Whatever wound we have done, if we cover it, it's gonna rot. It's not gonna really heal. Whenever you really wanna heal a wound, you wanna expose it. And this way, vulnerable, naked, and not dissimulating anything, you can heal yourself. But this kind of attitude, the defensive one, actually brings more wounds to yourself and others, So whenever you can see in yourself and you can catch yourself being this defensive, my beautiful Gemini, just please think vulnerable and become vulnerable in an instant, okay? You had your weapons, you had your armor, and you were all ready to march you to the war, and then vulnerable. And just disarm. Okay, remember again and again that this is the way of really healing wounds. Let's continue, my beauties. In a recent past, maybe you have found a very great person that is becoming a deep referent, a person that you can make reference to for your spiritual life. A master, a guru, a great friend, a great listener, a bridge in between you and different ideas. Just a person that is is showing you yourself is actually again a messenger between you and your own self. And if this is not resonating with you, what I have found out through the years with this card is that maybe you are realizing, my dear Gemini, that you are your own guru. Okay, this is a great lesson to have to, so many times so many of us have been looking for different spiritual teachers, and sometimes we have to also face the fact that to always be a follower is another way of hiding yourself, and to understand and embrace truly the magnificence that Creator resides within you is also to trust the wisdom that wants to shine from inside. Okay, so if it's not about a third person and another person, and I mean besides yourself, do know that this card can talk about your own self, and congratulations to understanding that yes, you can be your own guru, and finally the power has gone back to you, my beautiful Gemini. No need to look for any validation, for any recognition, for any 5-star critic to tell you what is your path. And also, oh my God, this is so cute. You are getting into harmony with your heart and with your feminine side. Whether this be you being a girl or a boy looking at this, don't think that because you're a girl you're in touch with your feminine side. Okay, for some of us it's the most complicated side to get in touch to as women. Okay, so do know that you do have now these qualities in your life, and we are both masculine and feminine inside, okay, beyond what the envelope of this body is showing. So it's good to balance and to have all of the spectrum of being human to the tip of your fingers, accessible to just play with it. So I can see now that your feminine side is going to be very present here. This is good for being receptive, for being very generous, and it's actually more like a feeling of being a flowering garden filled with blessings that has so much to share. And I can see you giving all sorts of ideas, all sorts of inspiration regardless if your ideas and beautiful thoughts are getting into deaf ears or not. And this is amazing how open you are to share all of this and to be in harmony with your own emotional world, to be able to see the depthness of how you feel and not act on it, and just contemplate it too, and take the wisdom out of it. Congratulations, my dear Geminis. You're with a great energy of lightness, like a little child that just enjoys bringing us magic wherever they go, and is not worried about what is going to happen next. It's this kind of energy, like when we build a sand castle and we're not thinking about the waves coming and destroying it next. So continue like this. We take life way too seriously most of the time, and actually if we give a chance, life also shows us all the different opportunities we have of playing with it all the time. Okay, continue like this. Bring this energy to our lives, dear Gemini. And funny enough, I can see that maybe you're feeling in contrast with people that maybe want to be very controlling. Don't get me wrong, control is something very helpful too. There are some situations, places, moments that definitely need our control, but to live very rigidly actually steals the sparkle of life, of a spontaneous life that resides within us, correct? So to be too dichotomical, to cut too much between what is black and white, and want to see everything like this, cuts us from the natural flow of life. It seems like you're not resonating too much with this kind of people, but funny enough, you are attracting this to your life too. So maybe again, it is like a balance game, right? Where you are also playful with this energy and being so spontaneous and so receptive to the winds of magic that you are attracting people that are controlling freaks to maybe give them a sip of a different medicine and show them how different life can be lived. Thank you again. Finally, my beauties, I can see that you are understanding the true place of your minds, because we have been taught that our minds have to be the head of our car. We're gonna say that we should always constantly be having this little voice in our head and thinking all the time and having opinions and comments all the time. But actually, we do not need our minds for everything. You know, whenever you are admiring nature, you don't need your mind. Whenever you're playing with a baby, you don't need your mind. Whenever you're drawing, making art, you do not need your mind all the time. And I'm not wanting to diminish mind here at all. It's a beautiful tool we have, but it's a tool we have. So it's showing me now, my dear Geminis, that you're understanding that your mind is a tool and that you use it when you need it, but you're not overusing it now. And so it's been more helpful and you're being more in harmony and in balance with who you really are. All of these making you a more creative person, knowing that the more you relate to creativity, the more you're closer to creator. And because also, whose creations are these? You know, who is inspiring these hands and these eyes? Aren't we just all channelizing, being a channel of cosmic energy? So this for me is showing me that you're more in tune with God and just more playful and happy in general with life. So my beautiful Gemini, if you're feeling like, you know, bad surprise with the expectation of love, but you're gaining in the love for life and for yourself and in the lightness that comes from this. So congratulations on this. Thank you so much for your trust, for coming here with me. You freaking rock. I send you all my love. Namaste and see you very, very soon, my friends. Bye.